Hello and welcome back. Oh, I nearly yawned. Oh, I did. Huh. I did yawn. Apologies. Welcome back to Swindon't You. Forget about me. Hi, Josh. Hi, Sam. Hope you're doing well. I wonder if Josh does ever listen to these anymore. Yeah, welcome back. We played Arsenal in the last game. One I was not recording. If you remember, we frustratingly lost to Burnley, and then we frustratingly lost to Arsenal. We scored early on, then they turned it around very quickly afterwards. In the first half, we had plenty of chances to equalise. The clinicalness of our strikers yet again letting us down. Thought we'd play the Leicester then the Charlton games because we don't play Charlton very much, and that's something for Sam to enjoy, I guess. And also it's a quarter-final of the League Cup, so that's potentially a big game. Get us through to the semi-finals again. Man City continue their absolute dominant form in the league. We are dropped down to 10th, although we do have a few games in hand to try and catch up. Hopefully we can win those, because I don't really like the look of us down there in 10th. I like the look of us up there in 3rd or 4th. Now, let's get back to it. We just lost. Trying to work out what I'm going to do with the Teamio, the old Teamozo. Going to ping Musa Fall in, but I think other than that we'll probably just leave it as things are. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's all go fly a kite in Leicester as we win. Anyway, let's go Swindon, let's go. Passionate. Let's beat Leicester City. This is a Josh and Sam double header. The Western Supermare boss is now Will Keane, as you saw below. Josh and Sam double header. Leicester and Charlton. Playing both of them. Leicester are still a pretty decent side, mainly because I've got loads of money. Interestingly, I was talking, and I couldn't remember a couple of episodes ago, about why Leicester have got so much money. And I couldn't I'd forgotten basically. I've been occasionally watching back some of the old videos, and I noted in one of my Western Supermare videos that Leicester were a money bag club. They'd been taken over by some Croatian tycoon, and we made the joke. There was a running joke for a couple of seasons that they were taken over by a Croatian stationery tycoon, and I'd completely forgotten. But that obviously was the seed about 20 years ago for them eventually winning the Champions League. Jacquemont, good save from Johansson. So yeah, that was nice to go back and look at some of those silly videos. All of them are silly, of course, but I only looked at some of them. Johansson, Wilmot, did he actually hit that? No. Conrad fouls. He got a yellow card, but nothing much is happening. So it's looking fairly Blackler, Borgo. Watching the Western Supermare ones makes me Alberto makes me a little bit disappointed, because they're such a good squad. They had such a good side, and here we are struggling away with Swindon. But we will get there. Time will tell, but we will be there soon. I also had forgotten that I only started recording my Western Supermare videos after we won the league, and so and then building up to a double or a quadruple or whatever it was that I ended up winning in the last season. So I was already a lot further down the road than Swindon are at. So you're getting to see the build to that, rather than just seeing me with a good team trying to improve it. And also, come on, Keller. Oh wait, come on. This is pathetic, really. I feel like I was a little bit more positive. Oh, good finish from Thompson. Back when I was recording those other videos, I don't know what's happened to me in the intervening year and a bit since I made those first videos, but I've become a lot more whiny and grumpy, as far as I can tell. So I'm going to try and not to be that. Although when you put your sodding goalkeeper, when you enforce upon yourself a 16-year-old goalkeeper for all of your group stage European ties, you can understand. Borgo to Blackler to Novotny. Let's try and get back into this game quickly, please. Alberto, we've had our chances. Alberto, if he could finish and not be offside, he would have got us a goal. Gillich! Oh, poor. Oh, man. Down to 11th if we lose this. Come on. What's happening? Oh, man. Come on. It's frustrating. I know I've just said I don't want to be a whingy moaner, but it is frustrating when you're in this kind of hinterland in the Premier League where you feel like the club and the players are good enough to be better, and they're just not. And then there'll be something that will happen. I'll sign one player, or I'll sign a couple of players, and we'll suddenly seem like an absolutely dominant side. And I think the problem is we just don't have a striker of the quality that you need to sort of really challenge. I know that Wilmot's pretty good, but he's not a Mads Pedersen or a Georgie Cunningham or a Maya Zatuni as we used to have back in day. So yeah, I think that's probably the big thing we need to try and do in the next window is get a really good striker. I know we've got Albert this season and we've got Roy, but still want a left winger. Anyway, I hope everything's good with you guys though. It's been a while since I've had a proper chat. Oh, Alberto, good finish. There we go. 1-1. Yes, please. Shocker, there was a suspicion of offside. Of course there was. Oh, they've all gone over to the assistant. Even the ref went over to the assistant. I don't think that the game in that situation can ever sort of overturn its decision. I think the game knows, and it just sort of does it to make it look like it's going to be fancy. That was a good save from Johansson. It looked like it was going in. Yeah, I bet that guy's name is Ian. His name is I. Thompson. I bet his name's Ian. We can find out because he scored. It is Ian Thompson. Ugh, boring. Alberto to Gillich. Through to Wilmot. Could we have turned this round? Oh, fall, must it? Oh. Well, there you go. And now they're going to score. Come on, Football Manager. Why are you doing this? Was his name Chris Fernandez? This is all just absolute garbage. We miss a complete sitter, and then Chris Fernandez immediately goes out the other end and says, Chris Fernandez, idiot. I expect to see a much better showing from you, and I mean a much better showing. You can hear people walking around outside. Do they not know that I'm creating moments of magic in this room and need silence at all times? Yazinski, yes. Yazinski, did you get booked? Yeah, he's going to get a yellow. Good. Riedel now. Come on. Riedel to Gillich, to Alberto, to Wilmot, to the miss. Oh. Who was playing super bad? I saw someone was playing terribly. Borgo's not playing very well. Let's do this then. Borgo. Yeah, oh my god. He's going to get sent off before we can take him off. No, it's only a yellow. Okay, well, take him straight off. Any player who gets a yellow immediately taken off. Ortega. Oh my god. And we know Jacoman's good because he's going to score now or something. No, don't just give them a corner, you idiots. Oh, come on. 60 minutes. It's a cross. Alberto. Tony Keller. Come on. Go quickly. Take the quick free kick. Wonder who... well, Fall is coming off as a punishment for that miss, and we're going to bring on Roy instead of Wilmot. Maybe that will do the trick. Philip Riedel. Shehu. Lovely name. I feel like I need to... Yeah, there it was. Since having transitioned to... being a woman, since having transitioned to always doing one type of shift rather than doing with the shifts swooping around a lot, My body clock has become so attuned to just waking up at about 6 o'clock that even at the weekends, that's when I wake up. So, and I know if Josh does ever listen to this, it's nothing to moan about considering you've got 2 kids and everything is all a bit more difficult for you, for sure. But, waking up at 6 on the weekends is boring. There's nothing to do. You got to wait for Masha to wake up before she can get my toys out. Blackler throws over there, yeah. I can't turn the TV on unless Masha's there. That's not true, I don't even have a TV. Jacquemin, he's going to score. No, he's not. Shehu. Alberto. Go on, boys, please. Oh, what a finish that was. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, please. Alberto, absolutely just... He caught that lovely. He caught that lovely. One touch, just straight into the top corner. Yes, please. It tastes good. I'll have another. Leicester get the action underway. Can we have a third goal, please? Can we have anything else? Blackleg just crossed at the back post. Riedel must. There was a lot of inhaling going on there. How many Fernandezes do they have? At least he's got a more suitable first name, Eugenio, rather than Chris. Colin Fernandez. Well done, Swindon. We at least came back to draw. Unlucky boys, it wasn't our day. We just need someone that can tip the balance in this kind of game, just with a bit more clinicality. Although obviously Alberto's 2 finishes were great. Laveau has got a yellow card limit, of course. Gary Hooper. There was one thing I want to check, because I know I mentioned it in one of those videos that Angel Di Maria was the he was the first team coach at Crystal Palace, I think. Is he still? He's not around anymore. Oh, that's a shame. I wanted to see what he was doing now, but obviously he's retired. How damaging was it to Crete? Yeah, well, it was annoying. I'm very, very sorry. A spirited draw. Yeah, we did good. He was simply faultless. It feels like he scored more goals than 9. Maybe, possibly he scored more in the European competition. Oh man, that's disappointing. 20th. Did they draw? Did I just see? Did Ipswich draw? I think Czech Tom scored for Ipswich, and they drew. I think. Let's see. We will never ever know because the game is forever slow. God, I'm a bloody genius. So I've stopped drinking beer mostly as part of my health binge, but last night I had a beer or 2 when I was over at a friend's house. Yeah, they drew 1-1. Yay! And Czech Tom did score. Yay! And I didn't get drunk, and you just wake up in the morning like, bleh. Beer's not good for you, man. It's nice, but it's not good for you. And that's the problem, as far as I see it. If you were going to ask me what the problem is, and I was to summarise it for you, I'd say, look, the problem is beer is nice, but bad for you. And it has horrible effects on your body. One of which is making you fat, the other one of which is making you have a hangover. I didn't even drink that much. But now, I'm tired. I'm not that hungover, but it's just a horrible feeling of not being 100%. And Masha is still asleep, and it's nearly 10 o'clock, so that tells you all you need to know. My back just clicked. Good lord, my body's a fucking tip. How are you? Barisic wants to go. Oh yeah, he doesn't want to stay because I don't play him enough. Oh Let's go to that room and talk to John Joe. Yeah, go on in. Yeah, go on in. Yeah, go on in. Yeah, go on in. Who was that striker? 23 Chinese striker Li Baoxiang. He's quick. I'll give him that. He is quick. He's got 57 caps and 48 goals for the People's Republic of China. And well done to him. Right, now the big game of the day is Charlton. We want to get to the semi-final. We want to then get to the final, and then of course we want to win it. The League Cup is quite forgiving in that sense. Like, I think the two-legged thing about the semi-final means that even if you get a big team, you've got the opportunity to sort of nick it and then nick it again in the next game. I think it just gives you a bit more of a safety net. It gives you a second go, especially if you end up against like a rubbishy team like last year where we played Norwich and they weren't that good, but we drew the first leg. Oh no, we actually didn't. We smashed them in the first leg. It might have been what actually happened, or maybe we drew. Can't really remember. I made the point again. This is something else I repeat myself a lot in these videos. I made the point in one of those videos, one of the early Western Supermare videos, that I forget just everything, and and that's exactly what happens. I don't remember what happened last season. I don't remember. Oh yeah, okay. Well, he's really good. Shut up, fans. What do you know, idiots? God damn it. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking as well that I'm going to stop recording quite so many videos. This is our first run in Europe, so I'm going to obviously cover that as much as possible, but it does slow down my progression of the game, and as I've mentioned before when discussing these kind of things, if I can't play for a couple of hours in between each record, it does sort of slow things. Or rather, if I have to record every 2 or 3 games, I have to keep unplugging and plugging things back in, and saving and testing and loading and whatever. And let me just check that we are actually recording. We are. And it sort of interrupts my flow. My flow. So we'll see what we do. We'll see how many videos I do over the next couple of seasons, but it will probably be slightly less. Maybe a pre-season review of signings and whatever, and then big games in the season rather than just everything, basically. Now then, we didn't play well in that last game. Laveau is off injured anyway, so because he got a red card or a bunch of yellow cards. No, I said in the pre-match press conference that Beckham was my best player, so I should really play him. Novotny's going to come off. Oh, we have to play Liverpool soon as well. How likely is it that Charlton are going to play their best team? Well, we want to get to the cup final, so let's do it. Let's just do it. I don't care. They're playing this stupid, weird formation that they play. Calm, go out there and impress. I think they've got a player called Jean-Jacques as well. How many Jean-Jacques are there? Let's do it, Sam. I hope that we beat Charlton a lot. Ha 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 ha. This is for you. Josh, your team has already upset me today by drawing with us. Oh, Beckham, what on earth was that? Use your brain, Beckham. Come on. Gilic, up to Beckham now. Beckham, it could have just slipped through Chavaria. He did in the end, but Chavaria missed. Woodcraft. HP Woodcraft. Gilic, good ball up to Alberto. Must just... he does. He's clinical. Yes. Clinical, Alberto. Clinical, Alberto. He's clinical. Gilic to Alberto. Lovely stuff. Lovely. So that means we're 1-0 up, which means that we could get through to the next round quite easy. Oh, go on, Blackler. I don't think Blackler scored for us yet. He might have scored 1. I'm also not sure who else is in the draw still. I think Chelsea and Spurs are still in the competition, which is disappointing because it means we're almost certainly going to draw one of them in the two-legged semi, which means that we might not get to the final. But if we do manage to, then that's good. It's fucking insightful. But it would just be fun to have a sort of not have to have a Chelsea final again. Like, I obviously prefer to get to the final and then lose in the final than not get to the final at all. But I don't know what the hell I'm saying. It's just words. The Vidgren, good name. The compulsion to speak is overwhelming. What I was trying to say, Nolan? Oh, is he that? Is he? Yeah, it's David Nolan. Yeah, well done him. The old former Hertha player, I believe. Oh, that was my knee. What I was trying to say was that I want to win the cup, and that I would prefer to get to the final and lose than to be knocked out. But I don't want to do either of those things. Riedel must score, and he does. Lovely stuff. Glad that I went back over that, by the way. It really added to the discussion. So thank you, Ben. No problem. Now then, Blacklear, great cross. Riedel completely unmarked. I mean, what on... It's just terrible marking. They're all not goal side of him. It's pathetic. Blackler now to fall to Ortega to fall. Strange little ball there, but we got it in, and that's an own goal from Tournier. We are 3-1 up. And that means we're probably going to end up in the semi-final, which is good. Blackler now. Can we? Oh, we're embarrassing them. It's 4-0. It's 4-1. 3 goals in 6 or 7 minutes. Swindon Town, they don't like to be kicked by Charlton. We put them down. That's better. Riedel, a return to form. A long-awaited return to form, because we've been 3 games in a row there without a win. Very poor, and possibly even 4. I don't. No. We won the game before that, so that's fine. Cornwell, Vidgren, Blackler, Cornwell. Could it be 4-2? No. What a game this would be. 4-2 at half-time. Great fun. Nolan, Jair, Mackenzie, Nilan, Chavaria, Fall, Blackler. I was thinking, I was watching a clip of Taskmaster the other day, and they had to do that one where they had to create a video game, but in humanity, make a classic video game reality. And I was just thinking, if I'd been given that as a task, I would absolutely have made it Football Manager, and then I was just trying to work out how I would do that in an hour in a Taskmaster way. Oh, it's 5-1. Alberto jumps up at the back post and smashes past Woodcraft. I was just wondering how I could do that to make it funny, and I couldn't really think of anything. It's another good story from Ben. But it would probably be something like, standing on the street and shouting at people, or maybe just sitting and doing some spreadsheets. I don't know, but that's what it reminded me of, or it put me in mind of. Anyway, 5-1. That's not a bad result at half-time. We'll take it, certainly. Mackenzie, Sardi, if they come back... I wonder if Sardi ever had a Nintendo Entertainment System, because then if he did, he would be Sardi with NES, sardines. Anyway, that's not even really a joke. It's not even really. It's badly made. It was just terrible. Pap, good. Alberto, he's gonna tackle the man. Almeida, Alberto, is he going to cross? He did. Tournier, Pap, Nolan. Nolan briefly gave them hope. What a fool. Let's take Becken off. No, why? Why should we do that? Let's bring Pelletier on. Let's bring Perez on. Because these guys have got no experience, so let's give them experience instead of putting Wilmot on and letting him try and score. We might still do that though. Sardi's rubbish. Riedel, Saudi Arabia, innit? Hey? Becken, come on fella. Big Alberto, terrible touch. Up to Pap, who, good tackles there from the defender and from the goalkeeper, both of them doing their job lovelily. Perez, Chavarria, Gillich, Godfrey Cornwell. Oh, what a man. Godfrey Cornwell. Oh, hello, I'm Godfrey Cornwell. Let's do that just in case, because we want to have a fit right back for the next game against Liverpool. Pap, Istvan Pap, he has been rubbish today. Did it say where Charlton were in the Premier League? I can't remember where they were. I know they hadn't won in 4 games or something, but I don't know exactly where they are in the table. I think possibly, I think they might be sort of 11th, which would be shockingly poor. I suspect they haven't played their first full strength team because we are beating them probably too well. Pelletier to Gillich, Gillich to Pelletier, Pelletier to Gillich, Gillich to the goal, but he missed. Woodcraft saved it. Oh man, Istvan Pap has another chance to run through on goal. If he was a good striker, they would have had 2 or 3 just from clearances up to Pap, but luckily he's shit. So Tournier, can he amend? Can he make amends for his own goal? No. Pelletier, lovely, jumped right in there ahead of the player. Good stuff. Gillich, terrible ball from Gillich there, which is exactly what we like to see. It's good to see that kind of faff. Almeida, Cornwell, Sardi. Give Nolan a kick in. There we go. I don't know particularly why. He was a good player. I liked him. But give him a kick in. Oh, we've had an injury. But he's not coming off. Which is good, because we haven't got any more substitutions. Gillich to Williams. Gillich to Williams. Chavarria. Pelletier to Perez. Give it out the wing. There you go. Alberto now. Go on, son. Go on, son. Chavarria to Becken at the back post. He doesn't get there. Riedel to Pelletier to Bourgeau. Oh, great ball from Alberto. Great little touch from Alberto there, but Chavarria, off in his own little world, didn't react quick enough and was offside. Bless him, bless him, bless him. Nice from Alberto again. Alberto's little flicks and touches is great. Bourgeau, Chavarria, Pelletier, Gillich to Alberto. Alberto to Becken. It's 6. It's 6. Great football. Alberto, the architect, really. He's been fantastic in this whole match so far. Just that little turn and tuck and then smash. Lovely stuff. 6-1. I think you can convincingly say, you could make a convincing argument to say we deserved this win. Should I say I'm far from pleased? Yeah, Alberto, 9.5. Lovely, lovely stuff. I will just, because we know what games we're going to play next. The next thing we'll see is this game here. I just want to see who else is in this cup competition still. League Cup quarterfinals. So there's Burnley X. Oh man, give us. Okay, so look at these 3 though. So there's going to be one of Spurs and probably Man United in the next round. So then we've got to hope for Burnley or Exeter in the 2-legged tie. Although we've already been beat off Burnley this season, so that's a shame. Let's just do the press conference. It's an absolutely superb win. I'm pleased we got the victory. As long as we're still in the competition, we've got a chance. An early goal is always a bonus. Alberto was outstanding today. Leave press conference. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Bye.